Hey, what's good, everybody? It is Coach Chris from Life 15 Integrative Fitness and Wellness. And of course, this is where we always help create sustainable life transformations. And this is the Better You, Better Life article breakdown and review. And today we're going to give you 8 ways to stand out in an interview. So this is exciting. If you've been looking for a job, you now have the opportunity to show up early, be there present and ready to wow the interviewers. This is your shot. I'm going to give you 8 ways to go in there and put your best self forward. We're going to start with number 1. Get there early. Get there early. And the reason why I say this is you never get another chance to make a first impression. Once they meet you, you've been met already. You cannot have a redo on that first meeting. So make an excellent first impression. So what this means is go dressed appropriate. If it's a construction job, don't show up in a 3-piece suit or a tux. Okay? And if it is an office job, don't show up in your club attire. Don't show too much cleavage. Guys, don't wear an intentional shirt that's just too skin tight. When you're walking around, you can't breathe. Put your arms down. Put your best foot forward. And if you have any questions, find somebody who is doing well, has a good job, and they're maintaining, and get some tips. Or you can reach out to us and we will help you out with that. And we actually do have a video that talks just about that. Next, refrain from taking over the discussion. Oh man, there's nothing more bothersome to an interviewer than to hear someone just ramble. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you've experienced it yourself. Hey, somebody get up and you just talk and you just go and you just do. And that's all you do. You just talk and and I'm just so good and I'm just so this and I'm just so that. And it's just like, next person. So remember, and I brought it up in another video. Remember, we have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Speak and answer questions, but listen. Your job for you to get that job is to listen. You want to truly understand what it is they're looking for. You want to know what their hot spots are, what turns them on when it comes to the job. And if they're saying, we have a huge quarter coming up, it's end of the year, and we want to meet these certain KPIs, these certain key performance indicators, you need to know what those are. So be listening on what you can pick up and say, oh, I can help you with that. So don't take over the conversation. Remember your body language. Okay, this is a good one because you can learn so much by body language. Ladies, if you're a lady, if I had long hair, I could demonstrate this. Don't be sitting at the desk interviewing. And so, like I did, totally. You don't want to do that. And if you're a guy, and so what I'm saying is you don't want to do that. What you do want to look like is engaged. You want to look confident. You want to look sure of yourself without being arrogant. Head all up, chest all out. You want to sit up tall and proper. And I like to tell people to squeeze the lemon. And what that means is you're going to engage your core. Just gently pinch your glutes and pull your belly button to your spine. And you sit up nice, tall, and confident. Hands on the desk when you're talking. Slight hand motions and gestures, and make some eye contact. And when you make an eye contact, you don't want to. Now you're creepy. Now they need a restraining order. We don't want that. What you do want to do is about 70% of the time, make eye contact. Look off a little bit, but don't let your eyes wander because then you're not trustworthy. Be relaxed, but be sure of yourself and be confident. Practice this in the mirror. Practice with your friends and family. They will tell you if you're looking goofy, looking funny, looking kind of creepy or something like that, because you do want to make the right impression. Next, applying the STAR method. This was good. And the reason why you want to practice the STAR method is because you don't want to forget anything to ask you questions about past experience. Because so many times you get excited, a little nervous, and you miss things. So we're going to go over what the STAR method is. First thing is, S is going to be the situation that you were dealing with. And that situation could be you had a project that had, excuse me, you had a project that was running behind. And because something was late. Now, that's your S. T is the task. The task is you have to complete that project so that y'all can have the showing. The action you took is A. The action you took to get the task done on time and really getting the task done and making it complete on time is the R. So you want to have the situation, task, the action, and the action should be the bulk of this conversation. And then you get to the result, showing how you overcame this hurdle. And the key thing about this is you don't want to be perfect. They want to see that when things don't work out right, how do you adjust? How do you overcome? Do you break under pressure? I remember growing up and I learned that pressure bursts pipes or it makes diamonds. They want to know, are you a pipe that's going to bust? Or are you a piece of coal that's going to turn into a diamond? So use the STAR method. Situation, task, action, and action is going to be the one you spend the most time on, and then result. Next, be transparent about your weakness. This one catches a lot of people. This is like a banana peel. People step on this one and they just fall. Be transparent about your weakness. Do not go in there and be an impenetrable fortress that has never been broken and you have no weakness because you're superior, you're perfect. They won't believe that. That's a bunch of baloney. It's a bunch of crap. They know it. Don't use that I don't have weaknesses. But your weakness can be something that is a benefit to you. So my weakness is competitiveness. I really want to be the best. I really want, and so what I've learned is through having healthy competition, I've become a better team player. And I actually became a better leader when I found out that it's okay to rely on your team. It's okay. And I still want to win, but I found out that winning with your team is better than winning alone. Bam! Now your weakness is a strength. Yes, we all have weaknesses, but when you learn from a weakness, you become stronger and better. So don't try to be this perfect, unflawed robot. You're a human. We all have weaknesses, but make that weakness your strength. And we do have a video on that one that we'll be releasing here very soon. Next, be positive about prior work experience. You know, I remember my mother telling me, baby, if you have any friends that are talking about other people, you better watch them because they're doing the same thing about you. And the people interviewing you know the exact same thing. If you're sitting here bad-mouthing a previous employer, they don't want to touch you because guess what? If things don't work out, you're going to be bad-mouthing them. Be positive about your work experience. If it didn't work out, it just didn't work out. You know, you don't have to lie, but you don't have to badmouth. There's a huge difference. Well, I'm seeking better growth opportunity, better pay, and something that's going to challenge me a little more. My previous employment, it was great, but it just lost the depth and the growth. You know, I thrive off of challenge. I thrive off of growth, and I need something that's going to stretch me and help me learn. And I did research on your company, and from what I've seen, I really want to interview with you guys to hear more, but y'all seem like y'all doing some very competitive things. Do you hear that? Do you see how I fluffed that pillow? Now they're feeling like, oh, this dude's kind of hunky-dory. Hey, I'm 50 years old. Yes, I said hunky-dory. Don't sue me. All right, next, probing questions. You have to ask probing questions. Now, the thing about this is we don't want to hop in there and talk, hey, how much are you going to pay me? Hey, what is vacation? Hey, what is this? Don't worry about the money until you get offered the job. Because here's the thing. If they're not going to pay you enough and you're like, that's way beneath what I want, because they may ask you, what do you expect? What are you looking for? If they don't ask you, don't bring it up, because you don't want them to think that you just want the money, even if you need the money. Because the one thing, you don't want to come across desperate either. So remember, probing questions. Do some research prior to going to your job interview, and then ask them, so, what are your expectations, or what are the goals for the first 90 days? What is something that I could do to make sure I stand out and help you hit these certain measurements and KPIs, these key performance indicators that you're looking for? How can I blow these first 90 days out and really help you guys out? Ask questions that are going to give you more that you can use to impress them. Next, demonstrate drive and passion. You know what? Asking probing questions demonstrates drive and passion, because it tells them that you did research on them prior to going there. Also, drive and passion is energy. Don't be talking all slow and yawning, looking around, having your phone vibrate. Turn your phone off. Be engaged. And the one thing I learned, I get accused of being a great listener. And funny story, my wife has her grandmother used to talk to me in Spanish. I don't know Spanish, and I used to just look at her, smile, and say, "See," and she would say, "Oh, mija." He's a great listener. The eyebrows, lift your eyebrows up, shake your head. And you don't want to bug the eyes out once again. You just want to lift the eyebrows, smile. Yes, and the hands, excited. Jazz and spirit fingers, drive and passion. And when you talk about things you love, you have drive and passion. And next thing, showcase your work. If you have something that is tangible and goes along with the job, make sure you take it with you, because you want them to see what you bring to the table. If you're an event planner, architect, whatever it is, it could be, if it's something that is going to show them and give you the edge up, have it with you. So these are 8 simple, 8 simple hacks, I like to call them, 8 simple strategies and tips that will help you wow and just stand out in your next job interview. As always, this is simple, not easy. And I say simple because you have to practice this. It's simple like 1, 2, 3, but if you don't practice, you're just not going to be razor sharp. So take time, prepare, because you only get one time to make a first impression. All right, y'all. Once again, it's Coach Chris. I'm out. Y'all be blessed.